Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Wow, that's a rare statement on this channel, but what we're going to cover in this one is the Roundhill dividends plus YieldMax after we take care of some quick business here. So we have everything pretty much queued up here, and we will get right into it here in just a second. So let's do this. Okay, so we're going to cover Roundhill and YieldMax as well. I'm a little shocked, by the way. The last video I did is, I think, one of the most valuable videos that you'll ever see on YouTube. But it didn't do all that well. 100 views. So I literally went over $300,000 in options trades in premium for the year. So kind of shocked. But anyway, the topic of this video will probably do better. So here we go. Okay, so first we're going to cover, so Roundhill just announced this morning, XDTE is 19 cents, QDTE is 14.6 cents, RDTE, oh, this is so annoying. I just got a MacBook too, so we're going to be switching there. I have a MacBook Air already, but those of you that have followed me really close know that the sound got hazy in that one like 2 years ago. So I quit recording videos there for the most part. I still use the screen, but if I do them away from home, I do them on my phone. But I'm going to be able to, this one has a lot more storage, so I'll be able to use Zoom. I'll be able to use StreamYard and probably Streamlabs. So I'll have three different sources that I can use. So video production on this channel is about to really ramp up. Anyway, so RDTE is 13.5 cents, and then the Bitcoin covered call strategy ETF, the YBTC, is 20 cents. So I believe one of these is monthly and three of these are weekly. So there's that one. And then for the next one, the big one, the YieldMax dividends, right? Okay, so we've got just announced literally like 25 minutes ago or 26 minutes ago for CHPY, 40 cents. That's a 39% distribution yield. And look at this. We've even got a column here for return of capital. So this is important for tax purposes. This means this is 100% return of capital. Uh, Today is the declaration date, by the way. Tomorrow will be the X date and the record date, and then the payment date will actually be June 13th. So GPTY is this one. This is the AI and tech portfolio. This is 31 cents, which is a 34% distribution. And then LFGY, one of our favorites, 47 cents. This is a 61% distribution rate. And then also 100% return of capital. Looks like most of the weekly ones are 100% return of capital, or they're all over 96%. So RDTY is, or excuse me, QDTY, 26 cents, which is a 31% distribution rate. RDTY is 30 cents, which is a 34% distribution rate. SDTY is 22.5 cents, which is a 26.6% distribution rate. Now we notice here there's a little hiccup in the pattern of 100% return of capital. That's because I guess one of them actually wasn't return of capital. So that's going to be, for tax purposes, that 3.26% would be taxable. Not too bad. And then for SDTY, yeah, we went over that one. ULTY, why ULTY no go up? I was watching another channel and they think ULTY is like one of the best funds ever. So I'll have to get them on for a debate on that one because I'm not so sure. Um, so 9.5 cents, 79.31%. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, Jay will be on the 16th. I went ahead and made the video. I put the video out there so you guys can prep in advance, prepare some questions and whatnot. So that's 9.5 cents. So YMAG is 17 cents, which is 57.55%. That's interesting. The 30-day SEC yield is 66.5%. Return of capital, 94.2%. YMAX is 18%. So these two have gotten way more consistent in terms of their dividend payouts. Remember, we were having like that every third week. It was like a 5 cent payout for one of them. So it's nice to see that that's gotten to be less consistent, or, it's not happening anymore, basically. So BRKC is too new. That's the Berkshire fund. I might invest in that one actually, because Berkshire is one of the best investments known to mankind. Crash is not crashing in terms of dividend yield, 25 cents, which is a 69% payout, 95% return of capital. Feet is $1.12. That's a 40% payout. And the 30-day SEC yield is 53%. Now, none of this is return of capital for the basically the growth funds. None of these are return of capital, so make note of that. 5E, $1.06. Now, my take on this, when it's not return of capital, that's more like a real dividend. We can get into the details of that statement in another video, but I feel like it's like actually a real dividend when it's not return of capital. There's different schools of thought on return of capital. Jay pretty much explains that in every video that I have him on for. But he says that it's not like they're just returning your money. He's explained it in a more sophisticated way than I can. We'll probably ask it again next time he's on. So that's 5E. GUI, the Google fund, 40 cents. That's a 40.78% yield, 87.7% return of capital. OARK, that's the OG. Actually, this is the original YieldMax fund. 39 cents, 61% yield, 96% return of capital. SNOY. Now, this one during the big run up during COVID, Snow, I actually successfully bought call options and sold them for a gain. So this was a real plus for that. $1.27, 95% payout, 98% if we round up on return of capital. So some of these are the return of capital is as high as the dividend yield. So go figure on that one. TSLY, our favorite one, we got a 40-cent yield. That's a 60% payout. 95% of that is return of capital. So let's actually annualize that. So 40 cents times 12, that's going to be like $4.80 a year. So that's still, yeah, 60%. You can actually back solve to get the current price of the fund. Let's do that real quick since we can get the calculator here. That is 483. Is it too early for this kind of math? Excuse me. Divided by point. This is how you back solve, by the way. So it should be like 794. So if you were to get the dividend payout, you just do that, 480. Okay. Next one, TSMY. Did a successful option on this one a couple months ago. 90-cent payout, 70% is the percentage of the payout. 96.5% return of capital. And then XOMO, the ExxonMobil one, 25 cents, which is a 25.5% payout, 81% return of capital. And then last but not least, we have YBIT. So the YBIT fund, that's the YieldMax Bitcoin Option Income Strategy ETF. So you've got the Roundhill one, the YBTC, and the YBIT for YieldMax. This is 33 cents for the YieldMax one, 39% payout, 97% of it is return of capital. So that is the dividends for this one. Let's just go over the groups again for the distribution schedule. So keep in mind, we had two different types of dividends paying this week because we happen to be, so it's not the target 12, but this week is the week of June 9th. So June 11th is the pay date. So this was Group A. Group A was this week. Group A, again, includes the ones we just went over: Berkshire, Crash, Feet, 5E, GUI, OARK, SNOY, TSLY, TSMY, XOMO, and YBIT. So this one is by far the biggest group because it includes Feet and 5E. Now, Feet and 5E are two of the ones that I thought were growth ETFs. That's why a second ago I thought I thought these were part of the Target 12, but they're not. The Target 12 ones, as a reminder, so YieldMax has a bunch of different types now. We've got covered call ETFs, we've got fund to funds ETFs. The fund to funds ETFs are lumped in the weekly payers. The ultra, there's only ULTY, that's the only ultra one. The short option income ones, those are the shorts, obviously the inverse. We've got 5 so far. Target 12, we've got RNTY, SOXY, and Biggie. Dorsey Right, we've got Feet and 5E. Those are also under here. And then the portfolio ETFs, those are weekly: LFGY, AI and Tech, and then CHPY. And then we've got the zero date to expiration ones. If you want to be speaking in plain terms, the competitors to Roundhill, SDTY, QDTY, and RDTY. And then this UCITS, these are European, I think. Let's see what they say. Yeah, see, look how many European. So we've got United Kingdom, Netherlands, Switzerland / Italian. That's interesting. Look at this. We've got Switzerland Italian, Switzerland English, and Switzerland German. I knew Switzerland was a neutral country, but I didn't realize there were like three different components. We've got Poland, Belgium, Denmark, Germany, France, Austria, Finland, Norway, Italy at large, Ireland, Sweden, Spain, and Luxembourg. Interesting, but the red light district of the Netherlands is not on here. Okay, well, so that is the dividend update for this week. Wow, yeah, I'm on Andre time. Look at this. I'm up early. Well, what I did, I meant to do a video last night, but for some reason I crashed at like 11 and it was just supposed to be a nap, but I was supposed to get up and do a video. But once I hit this couch over here, I took all the clutter off the couch over here. Once I hit the couch, I'm pretty much out. Then I woke up at like 3:30, and I've had a productive morning. I cut my hair, I shaved, I cleaned up, and did a little run, put stuff in the car because I'm gonna have a full day. I'm actually going into the office. I'm gonna maybe eat breakfast after this. I'm trying to shake things up a little bit, getting on a new diet, losing weight and stuff like that. I would say I don't wanna say that the haters have gotten to me, but they have served their purpose. Like they tell you in church, I guess. God works in mysterious ways, and everyone serves a purpose. Well, the haters serve their purpose because they've motivated me. They've motivated me to get on top of myself, and I need to. I need to. I've let my health get out of control the last year, but I'm getting back on control. I've cut the drinking like 90%. I've only had I had one beer, I had like one high noon, and I had a White Claw in the past week. So that's like a 90% reduction. I'm not doing all my drinking games and stuff. So that's a plus. So I'm working on it. Self-improvement is also a part of this channel. Anyway, folks, I think that's going to do it. So thank you all so much for tuning in bright and early. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And happy investing. By the way, last note, we got a trade deal. Let me cover that before I go. We got a trade deal, I believe, between the U.S. and China. So that could skyrocket the markets today. Let's see. Oh, we still have the Newsom California shit in the news, I guess. But let me just look up trade deal really quick. Let's see. Trade deal. China. Oh, we agree to resume trade truce after tensions escalate. Let's look at the market futures real quick and then we'll go. Futures. Not futures market, I want market futures. I hate CNN. I don't want to patronize CNN with a click. Let's see here. Looks like futures are slightly down. S&P's down. By the way, another thing real quick. This is outside of the topic of the video. NASDAQ is down, but I want to show you all TSLL. Boy, did that one come back yesterday. TSLL, real quick, if I could get this damn computer to cooperate with me. This computer's slowing down on me. Oh, come on. What the hell is this? This computer's slowing down on me, folks. This is as old as my MacBook. I got these basically within the same week of each other. TSLL, real quick. TSLL was up and it's up again today. But watch what it did yesterday. We had a great day yesterday. So since Monday, let's see. Well, I guess we didn't go up that much, did we? We went up, what, $2 or $1.50? But nonetheless, mine did great. I'm up a lot in mine. So that's going to do it, folks. Thanks again. Take care. And CPI. Wait, CPI is the big news today? What are you doing up so early? Isn't it late where you are, Professor?